And just tell us what inspired you to write and compose, Namibia, Land of the Brave, the Namibian national anthem.
Okay. When in 1990, the Ministry of Broadcasting announced that we are going to write a music for the national anthem. It was in May. The way I composed, maybe I can talk a little bit about that. The way I compose is not, I don't go to the structure of composing. But I must first know what is the problem, the issue that is, maybe for instance, if I can ask someone, what is your problem in the house? The man is giving me this problem and I'm not well, then I must go sleep with that. Yeah, and so that the music can come through a dream, or just my mind just prepare me to have that particular song.
Yeah.
Okay, now I had the idea of composing the national anthem, but before that, we had a very, very bad thing happening before the announcement in 1989. Anton Lebowski was assassinated or shot. Yeah, and I was the person who was now going to play in his memorial service. I prepared as usual. One must prepare your pieces that you want to play. That I did. But when his remains were brought in the door there, I started to hear something. And I decided, okay, I'm not just going to play what I hear now, and not what I have prepared. And that melody was now recorded by someone, which at a later stage, I said, man, hey, someone was recording, and I know that person. I went there, and I found out, okay, just can I have the cassette or whatever, and that person gave it to me. Good, I had it, but the next thing was, I was working for the NBC, and I was in the music. As I was doing recordings throughout the country, all countries, I asked one question: what would you want to hear, dance, or play as a national anthem one day, even if there is a nation or a national anthem? And most of the people whom I talked to said, oh, well, we were brave. We did this, and we shot them, we won them. Okay, now, from what the people were saying, that's how I got my lyrics, one after the other. Yeah.
That's fantastic, a fantastic story. You obviously, other than composing and being the author of the national anthem, you have an extensive musical career. You taught and composed school anthems as well to different schools. Talk to us about some of your most memorable compositions.
Okay. The greatest of all the compositions on my list, the first one is the national anthem. Okay, then after that, people used to ask, or let's say schools and some institutions also came to me asking for a school anthem, and I started to write, and if we can say I have written 21 school anthems in this country. Yeah, and now the encouragement came from the interest behind the anthems. There is an interest, that's why people ask me to do it for them, and that was my favorite thing to do.
When it comes to school anthems, do you compose school anthems the same way you explained just now with your other compositions and the process that you go through, having to feel, the story, and from that's how you compose? Is it the same process with school anthems?
Exactly. I visit the schools, I talk to the principal or the music person at the school, and they should tell me about the school, how and when the school started, who were the heads, did they have good people, looking after the school, who are the people who are the founders of the school. I must have a story to overnight with.
And of course, conducting the orchestra was, I'm sure, also a highlight in your musical career. What was that journey like, being, the conductor for Namibia's orchestra?
To be a conductor is, you should first, or I was encouraged to play a little bit of every instrument. Otherwise you would not be in a position to tell a person, okay, I want it faster or vivace or whatever. You should be able to show, do it like this. That's what I want. If I want staccato, do this. That's why you should know, at least play every instrument that you have in the orchestra as a repertoire.
And how many instruments can you play, Mr. Doeseb?
If let's say an orchestra, let me talk about the families. I can play the brass family, which means first, second, third, and fourth in brass. I can play the violin. I can play flutes. I can play clarinet family, whatever. I cannot say how many instruments, but quite a lot.
Namibia has such a rich cultural heritage. How do you incorporate traditional Namibian music elements into your compositions to, preserve the culture?
I was born with Namibian music, and we all in Africa were born with rhythm and drum. Now, if I want to bring Namibian music, mix it with the Western music, it was very easy, because the Western music is not about drumming first, like we are drumming. We do drumming first, and then to incorporate those two, it comes to very beautiful music, something unique. It is a mixture of Western, but the part of the music that I went through and which I worked on the black music. I call it new music, Nuko music. That music is powerful music, and then when you incorporate it in the Western music, it changes the whole picture.
Are there any musical projects that you're currently working on, Mr. Doeseb?
There are requests for songs, endless. And I take them one by one.
One by one.